I am not sure why I am so flushed today. Maybe because I've been working cleaning this cage. Stay tuned for a cage tour. I've just redone the cage, cleaned it, so I thought I'd make a video. I've changed things just a little bit since I took one previously. Honestly, I'm not sure if I took one previously, so I thought I'd show you what I've got. We have aspen bedding in the bottom and in the middle levels, and there is fleece on the shelves just because I've been having trouble finding aspen, and so I'm trying to only use it in my base trays. Normally, I don't use the shelves, but I have some old rats who need them for resting places as they climb. So we do have those in right now. That's my little disclaimer. My base is made from corrugated plastic in the same manner as a CNC guinea pig cage base is. However, I've measured the inside of my cage and made it to fit in there. We've got some lava ledges that go up to this hammock, which is made out of a placemat. We've got a chew toy in the back. Actually, there's two of them back there. There is this one made out of muffin cup liners, and that guy back there is cork. And there is a ladder going across. This is a bird ladder that I took the hooks out of. You can see I've altered this before. There's little holes drilled in it from a previous way I've hung it up. Sometimes I put the hooks in, honestly. I have them saved for that reason. It just depends on what I'm using it for. But right now it's hung up with shower rings and bird C-clips. And then on this end I have shower rings, and these are chain from plant pots. You can get these little hanging chains for baskets at Dollar Tree. And I've got one of the newer style and one of the older ones here. There's 3 of them on a hook, and the basket like sits in the middle, and I just always take them off the hook. And then I have 3 chains that cost me $1, which is really great. In the back, we have a ramp. See previous statement about old rats that goes up to the level. We've got a foraging toy. This is actually part of the Super Bird Creations 3-cup foraging toy, which I don't have the bigger one hung up, but I took it apart so I could use it in a bin cage when the rats stayed at the vet's office. And then this is a hide made out of a bowl, and it came from Dollar Tree. It's very thin plastic. It is not sharp. I've had people be like, be careful, they can be sharp. If you cut them right, they're really not sharp. You can see my edges are very curved. There are no sharp edges, and I do inspect them regularly, run my hands along them just to make sure they stay nice and smooth. You can always melt this and then like smush it back down. You can trim it with scissors or just recycle it and make a new one. They're not expensive. And then in the back, we have another cork hanger, chew toy, and this one is applewood sticks and some wooden beads. These are hung on pipe cleaners, and they have lanyard clips to attach to different parts of the cage. This hole is actually one of the ways you can put this shelf in. It's got 3 levels, and the door is currently off because I was cleaning. I'll put it back on in a minute. On the shelf, we have a Little People toy, a popsicle stick ladder that I made. It's kind of like a flexi bridge, which they really enjoy. These are little baskets, also from Dollar Tree, and they have holes in them so that the rats can go up and over and then up, and then they're in the top. And then in the back, we have a litter box that I made from one of the Dollar Tree containers. It's blue. I like things that match. There is pelleted paper bedding in it, and that is a chew toy that I made as well. And then some of the shreds from this tissue paper party decor, which was also from Dollar Tree, and as you can see, they've enjoyed it, but there's still lots more to enjoy, so I haven't taken it out yet. We're gonna close this level. I'll put the door on that part later. We go up the baskets, and you can see I've hooked them with these binder clips. They've got pipe cleaners here, more lanyard clips, and they're hooked right here and right here on the bars to hold it in place. And I trimmed this top one so it actually fits like perfectly in there. Open this door. So we've got one of the IKEA scarf hangers. I think it's called Compliment with a K. And toilet paper to unroll and make nests. They love that. These are more muffin liners, and I think there's some beads in the middle of some of them, yeah, to kind of give them some spacing, spread them out. This is a finger trap, more beads. All of this is food and bird friendly. If it's safe for birds, it's safe for rats. We've got little bucket from the party department of, this one came from Dollar Tree, and I scatter their food in it and let them hop in and tip it to get food out. There's another piece of that little forging cup toy. I may move it back a little further. It's touching this little hide, which is another one made out of one of the bowls. Once again, no sharp edges. It's all round and smooth. It looks sharp here, but it's not. It's not cutting my fingers at all. Totally safe. In the back here, we have another one of the tissue paper decor items. And this was a watering can from Walmart a couple seasons back, a couple years back, honestly, that I poked a hole with an X-Acto knife and then I cut it with scissors. It's very thin. There are 3 holes in the front and there's one in the back, so there's lots of exits that way, and they could climb out the top if they really wanted to, but they don't typically. I've also got this big hammock. This is one of my flats made from fat quarters. It was a spring print from Walmart last year, I believe, and I just thought that it was really cute, and the green kind of matches the green in the fleece, but I really was just trying to go for more spring colors. We've got a PVC forger from Exotic Nutrition. This is made for sugar gliders, ferrets, chinchillas, all of that stuff, and they use that pretty regularly. More chew toys. That one is paper straws, and I've used those as beads in this one. I believe this is from Valentine's Day. And then we've also got finger traps and muffin liners, more paper straws, and they're just layered on the pipe cleaner with a lanyard hook. This one is also finger traps and little wicker bird balls, and we got some wood beads and bells. Why do I put bells on things? That is such a dumb idea, but I seem to do it for some reason. I'm gonna move this. I don't like these being so close together. I like there to be some variety. And I feel like moving things around makes it a little more challenging. They have to find stuff. You'll see there's some scattered food in there. From when I cleaned this shelf, I just swept all the food up and tossed it in there and they'll find it. This forging toy is 2 little plant pots on a pipe cleaner. You can see there's a bead at the bottom and then a plant pot. And inside there are 2 larger beads, and then there's a little teeny one at the top. It's just enough that they can like do this, but the rats can pull them apart to get stuff out, and they can push this up and down on the pipe cleaner a little. And there's 2 more beads there and another pipe cleaner. Very simple. I believe everything except the wooden beads is dollar store. Got another litter box back here, also one of my dollar store ones. It is fastened with pipe cleaners and lanyard clips in the very back. Another cork and wood bead chew toy, and you'll also see I use bird C clips because the lanyard clips hook really well onto that. I think you can see that here. And then I do it there as well. So I like that when I need just a little more length, I just use the C clips. Sometimes I use the chain too. And then these are shower rings. These are old from 4 years ago. I still have white, blue, and green, and I think an off yellow. It's not really a pretty yellow, but it's yellow. These are newer. I don't like the ones with the ridges. The smooth ones are sturdier. The ridged ones keep breaking on me, so I just don't use them anymore. More of these. This is from a keychain from Dollar Tree, I think. That one's extended with a pipe cleaner. And you can see my water here, there, and there's one down here. So that is what the cage looks like right now. You may be wondering, well, what do you do with their food? I didn't see any food bowls. That is because I don't use food bowls. I actually scatter feed and use those forging toys that are all throughout the cage. Their food entirely goes either on the floor of the cage, in the litter boxes, or in those toys. And that may bring the question up of like, well, what about their poop and pee? Aren't they gonna poop and pee on it? Well, yes, they are, but they would do that even if it was in a bowl, because rats just do that. It's a normal part of their life, normal behavior, and there's no point in preventing it. Also, rats eat their poop. So why does it matter? Make sure it's enriching and fun for them, and it's good. And since I use a mix, which I talked about in one of my other videos, it's really important that it has to be scatter fed or done in foraging toys or both, because that prevents them just picking out the pieces that they really like and eating those instead, and then leaving other things behind. So free enrichment is always a good thing, and scatter feeding is the absolute easiest and most free enrichment you can possibly do for your rats, regardless of what you feed them. Thanks for watching. Bye.